So why do we do this? Okay, so when we come to this earth, we are born as a ball of light, love, joy, fulfillment, bliss, peace, happiness. We are totally depending on other people to rely. We rely on other people to be given food, to receive affection, to be taken care of on any single level. So by just this thing on itself, together with the fact that our five senses are touch, are smelling, seeing, hearing, tasting, is the only way in that moment, despite from the spiritual aspect, that we can connect with our outside world, with our 3D world. We are told, we are shown, we are mirrored, we are projected how they feel, they behave, they think, they speak. And based on those experiences, we draw conclusions with our immature mind. Is that a problem? No. That's just the way how conditioning goes. That's just the way how we come to this earth. And this is just the way how the human mind works. Because as we are born, we need to be in an environment that allows us to take care of ourselves. So we need some skill of adaptation in order to survive, to become strong, to grow our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, everything. Now what happens with that is that, okay, it really seems that it's done with raining. What does that mean is, is that we are totally internalizing everything that happens to us. That whenever people project emotions onto us, they mirror a situation they are in that literally has nothing to do with us. We give it meaning. We take it personally. We create limiting beliefs. We create visions of how the world is. We draw conclusions for values, for so many things in our lives that we will encounter later on the level of health, wealth, relationships, and purpose. So, with this filter that we have, that we look through to the world, it's just like you have this set of glasses with all your experiences, and they create a filter. And whatever filter you allow yourself to be there, you perceive life to be a specific way. Now, is that helping you to create freedom? Not particularly. Is it perhaps maybe more creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of how you think life is, and therefore perceive situations to be that way because they think they are that way? I'm deliberately pausing here because I want you to think. And if you didn't hear that question, then go back 30 seconds and listen to it again. Because, it's just setting you up for a life that you were conditioned in to repeat. So it is conditioning from your environment, from your culture, from the generation you're in, from the generation that is before you, the generation before the generation before you. It's in your cells, it's in your DNA. Is that a problem? Not particularly, because as a soul, you actually choose your challenges. And for people who are going through a lot of problems and trauma, and it's very harsh to hear that, because they will say, well, I am not choosing all this thing for me. Well, imagine that you signed a soul contract with yourself, with your higher self, and you say, these are the lessons that I want to learn. So just see it as a game of life, and you're discovering how to play it. You're really discovering how to, in that setting, in that theater, in that whatever is going on, you are so disconnected from yourself at first, not when you are born. When you are born, you have full-blown, complete connection. Then the connection starts to water. There's a lot of children from the ages 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 perhaps. They still can feel this connection to the truth inside of them. Then we come into puberty, and then we really are looking for approval from our friends, from our peers, and everything that is not in this normal perception is weird, and they don't want to be in a situation where they can be perceived weird. So let's do this. What I'm wanting to tell you here is that when you allow yourself to really observe, what are the words that you're speaking? What are the thoughts that you have in your mind? And know that you can observe the thoughts in your mind. When you speak to one of your friends or your colleagues, or it doesn't matter to whom, to your partner, to your children, what do you hear yourself voicing that you are astonished about it? You say, do I really think still at this level for me saying this? Then you can say, yes, it does, because it shows. Beautiful, that light. So I want you to be fully honest and receptive for the path that you're on, not to diminish the challenge that you go through, not at all, yet to have compassion for yourself, and perhaps that all of the separation that you experience is just showing what the connection or disconnection is to your true self. Just to support yourself, understanding that there is a lot of growth possible when you start listening, and when you really long to understand what is going on in your life, and what are the lessons here for you to learn, and how you can support yourself on the journey for the contrast not to be this big, not to be this huge, and how you can support yourself in minimizing this contrast. So if you have questions for me on this topic, then please ask me in the